So if you're someone who struggles with insomnia, you might have had this experience before where you started struggling with sleep problems, so you got on some medication, and for a while your sleep gets better and you're like, "Oh, like maybe I don't need the medication anymore." So you taper down or you stop it completely, and all of a sudden your sleep problems come back like twice as bad, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, like I can't sleep without my medication." You get back on it, and now you're kind of really freaked out about the idea of not having medication anymore. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Parky. I'm a clinical psychologist and behavioral sleep medicine specialist. I specialize in providing evidence-based behavioral sleep medicine for people with, for example, chronic insomnia, and I help them get off their sleep medications. So first of all, I want to highlight that when sleep gets worse following discontinuation of sleeping medication, this is actually a very common phenomenon. It's called insomnia rebound, and it's not an indicator that your body can no longer produce sleep. And there's both physiologically and psychologically good reasons why our sleep problems get a little bit worse following discontinuation of sleeping medication, because physiologically the medication does do something. So these types of medication does help to support drowsiness or put us in a state where sleep is more readily able to take us away. So not having that in our system anymore is of course going to impact our sleep, at least for the little bit. And also psychologically, when we stop medication, we start to have more anxious thoughts. We're like, I don't have my crutch anymore. Am I gonna still be able to sleep? What if I don't sleep? And then that in and of itself becomes a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy where our anxiety about sleep becomes a barrier to being able to sleep well. And there was even a research study looking at this phenomenon where half of the groups got, an actual sleeping medication and the other half just got a placebo, like a sugar pill. And after a year, they were both asked to discontinue. And even the people who got the sugar pill noticed a significant disruption in their sleep following discontinuation, suggesting a very strong psychological component to the use of sleeping medication and its impact on our sleep. And while the phenomenon of insomnia rebound is a totally normal occurrence, what we take as sort of confirmatory evidence from this experience is what sort of maintains and drives insomnia and reduces our sleep confidence, because we take this sort of normal period of sleep disruptions as I cannot produce sleep anymore. My body is broken, my brain, there's something fundamentally wrong with it. So I need the medication, which then, we're almost like, oh my gosh, like I need to get back on the medication. Otherwise, like something terrible will be happening. When really, again, like the insomnia rebound is a completely normal phenomenon. And what I usually ask patients to do is to wait out the sort of initial sleep disruptions and give the changes at least a week for your body to adjust before we decide whether or not this is, actually something broken with my brain or if it's just part of the sort of regular recovery period. So hopefully this video was helpful for you to learn a little bit more about the context of, what it means to taper down and stop medication. If you're interested in learning more, feel free to subscribe because evidence-based treatments of chronic insomnia is basically all I talk about. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.